And let's read together Dorrie and the Weather Box by Patricia Coombs. Nice old library edition of a 50-some-year-old book. Let's see, this one came out. There's Gink the cat rubbing up against the box that says, "Do not open." Dorrie and the Weather Box. 1966, 52-year-old book. There's Gink again. His eyes are kind of droopy. For Betsy, Andy, and Richie. This is Dorrie. She is a witch, a little witch. Her room is mixed up, her socks are mixed up, and her hat is always on crooked. Her mother is the big witch. There's Dorrie putting her socks on. There's her mixed up room. One Wednesday, Dorrie was looking in her closet for her other shoe, and she found a picnic basket. Dorrie looked at the picnic basket. She looked at her black cat, Gink. "Gink," said Dorrie, "we need a picnic to go in the basket. Maybe Mother and Cook would like to have a picnic, too." Down, down, down the stairs went Dorrie, and Gink went with her. Cool umbrella stand with a witch's broom inside of it. Dorrie and Gink went into the kitchen. Cook was muttering and kneading bread dough and frowning very hard. "Cook," said Dorrie, "where is Mother?" Cook frowned harder and gave the bread dough another whack. "We're all out of toadstools, and she has gone to borrow some from Mr. Obbs. They will be back later for tea. I'm busy making bread, so run and play." "Oh," said Dorrie, "we're going on a picnic. Would you like to go on a picnic with Gink and me?" Cook stopped whacking the bread and stamped her foot. "A picnic? It's raining out." "Go upstairs and play, and don't ask silly questions. I'm busy." Dorrie took the picnic basket and went slowly up the stairs. Gink went with her. "Gink," said Dorrie, "if the clouds went away, the rain would stop. If the rain stopped, we could go on a picnic." Gink meowed. "Shh," said Dorrie. "I'm busy thinking." She looked down the hall at the little door that led to the tower stairs. At the top of the stairs was the secret room where the big witch made magic. Dorrie tiptoed over to the door. Said Dorrie. "Mother forgot and left the key in the door. I bet she was going to fix the weather before she left and didn't have time. Come on, Gink." Dorrie opened the door and climbed up the dark stairs. Up and up and up she went, and Gink went with her. This is one of the things I remember about having these books read to me as a kid, is all of the stairs these characters walk up and down. Dorrie opened the door to the secret room and went inside. It was dark and spooky, and bats flew past her hat. Dorrie shut the door. Bats, 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 bats. And there's Dorrie and Gink in a big cauldron. Dorrie got out the big witch's book of magic and turned the pages. She couldn't find any recipes for melting clouds. There was a recipe for clearing crystal balls, or for cleaning crystal balls, and one for emptying ponds and puddles and filling them up again. "I bet if I mixed the two together," said Dorrie, "it would work for clouds." Dorrie got out the bottles and jars and put them beside the cauldron. "Now, Gink," said Dorrie, "I'll open the window so the clouds can come in here, and I'll find something big with a lid to keep them in." Dorrie looked around. In a dark corner she saw a big box. She pulled it in front of the window and lifted the lid up. "There," said Dorrie. "Danger, weather," the box says. Dorrie began pouring stuff from the bottles and jars into the cauldron. She poured in yellow stuff and pink stuff and orange stuff. She dumped in a black powder and white powder and stirred it around and around. It began to boil and bubble and glitter, and the smoke curled around and around the room and went out the window. The cauldron bubbled harder and harder. And there she goes. I don't know if you can see from my phone camera that's all pink and orange and yellow in the room now. Gink hid under the table beside the picnic basket. Dorrie sang as she stirred. "Abracadabra, blinkety-blue, Cloud wish out loud wish away, do. She sang it over and over and over. The smoke got blacker and blacker and thicker. The little room got darker and darker. "Oh, my," said Dorrie. She sneezed. Gink sneezed. The stuff in the cauldron bubbled slowly away. "This is not a very good recipe," said Dorrie. "It smells awful, but maybe the clouds are going into the box. Let's look, Gink." There's Gink holding his nose. And here again is Dorrie making the potion as the clouds come in through the window. Suddenly there was a loud crash of thunder. There was a flash of pink lightning and a flash of yellow lightning. The lightning was shooting out of the box and zigzagging all around the room. The bats squeaked and flapped their wings. Thunder crashed again and the box shook. Oh, said Dorrie, "something is going wrong. The box is too small. The storm is coming out instead of going in." Gink does not look happy. Danger, weather box. There's all kinds of lightning shooting out of the box now. Dorrie tiptoed over to the box. She pushed the lid down, but it blew off, and the lightning zigzagged everywhere. Thunder shook the room and knocked the bottles of magic all over the floor. Dorrie and Gink ran out of the little room and slammed the door. There's a big explosion, and out they come, with the cloud following ominously behind. Down the stairs they ran into the hall. Dorrie slammed the door to the tower and leaned against it. "Oh, my," said Dorrie. A black cloud came through a crack in the door. Orange lightning zigzagged the keyhole. The cloud grew bigger and bigger and blacker. Dorrie put out her hand. It was raining. "Oh, Gink," said Dorrie, "we've got the storm inside the house. We'll have to try to keep this door shut tight until it clears up." Dorrie pushed a table and chairs against the door. It was raining harder and harder. Dorrie ran downstairs and got the umbrella and ran upstairs again. She opened the umbrella and sat down in one of the chairs. Gink sat down beside her. There they are under their umbrella. The clouds were getting thicker and thicker, and darker. Rain splashed harder and harder. Dorrie heard someone shouting. Cook was splashing around the hall, shouting and shaking her fist at the clouds. "Oh, my," said Dorrie. "Cook is awfully cross." There's Cook. There was a loud crash of thunder, and Cook disappeared into the kitchen and slammed the door. The blackest cloud of all swirled over Dorrie's head, and the wind started whistling through the hall. It blew harder and harder. It blew so hard that the tower door blew open and knocked over the chairs and table. Gink landed in the picnic basket. "Sit tight, Gink," said Dorrie. The wind lifted them into the air and whirled them around and around down the stairs. And there she is, riding her umbrella down the stairs. They sailed into the parlor and out again. There they go, and we'll pause there.